I uploaded something about on my status about the whole election thing. And guess what one girl sent me? She was like, Omo, they don't even they collect 1,000 naira for this.
Wow.
You get me? For this election thing.
1,000.
It was.
Is it for Gary?
I swear.
Hello guys, welcome to another exciting episode on the desk, and it's Uniqueme. And this is a very crucial moment in the life of Nigerians actually. And that's going to lead to the topic we have today. But as usual, before I give you guys the topic, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And then I have the people in the house to introduce. I have Mr. and Mrs. Hello guys, my name is Chinaza. Okay, and you?
Hello guys, my name is Alvin.
Okay.
Hello guys, my name is
Virtual.
So we come on your glasses like this.
Okay, this victory, we have Alvin, Unique, and Naza. So today we're going to talk about something very, very important to Nigerians, something very important to everyone. We're going to talk about the election. Not necessarily the election, but we're talking about the topic for today is why you should vote. Why you should vote in this coming election. Thank you. Just don't leave now. Stay till the end of this video, and I believe that when you're done, if you've not made up your mind yet, you would make up your mind to vote in these elections. So the first question I'm going to ask, I'm going to direct it to you all, and I'm also directing it to you watching this video, is what's your motivation for coming out? Because the turnout actually for this year's election, the turnout has been really nice. For this year's election, many people are coming out to register. Many people registered. Many people collected their PVCs. So, what's your motivation for coming out to vote this year? Because I'm sure we've been trying to vote since, or maybe we've not been enthusiastic about it. But this year, everyone is kind of interested. So, what would you say is your motivation, victory?
Okay, for me, right, I would say that it's kind of a push for Nigerians, you get me? Because basically, Nigerians are kind of getting the whole tired of the whole situation about the whole country, employment rates, food, everything just getting frustrated in this country, you get me? And when I went to go and get my PVC, that was last month.
Okay.
Right? It was very it was amazing to see that there are a lot of youths who are actually came around to get their PVC, and it was kind of a motivation, right? A whole lot of people they were lined up. That it took hours, a whole lot of hours to get the PVC, but they had to stay. You get me? So it actually means that we are actually seeing a change. I'll put it that way, right? We're anticipating a change, and this is the youths are actually pushing it to hit this change for Nisha. So that's
all right. Thank you so much, Victory. Now over to you, Naza. What would you say has been your motivation to come out to register, to collect your PVC, and ensure you vote on the day of election this year?
Wow. Well, basically, I would say I don't think I have a motivation for me to actually get my PVC address. I think right from time immemorial, right from the time I started knowing that whenever we have president, or if we want to have a new president or change in government, we normally have to go through this electoral process. So I used to ask my dad, how far also all this stuff. Then I'm telling him, okay, this is how it is done, this is how it is done. Right from day one, I'll be like, okay, one day I'm going to vote. And in fact, it's not more like coincidence that this is my first time I'm going to vote. And now I'm super ready. So it's more it's not really motivation. It's more it is my time now to vote. Yeah. Because I now know my left and right. I know where I'm heading to. And I still know that
In fact, at least I know something. Wow. So,
Normal.
so it is time for me to go. No motivation. Like I don't feel like it's more like saying there's the age you come to, just some responsibility just come to you. So I think it's my right.
Yeah, I'm responsible to vote, so no motivation.
Okay. That's valid. That's valid actually. And over to you, Mr. Alvin, political guru.
Please,
So
please, before Mr. Alvin says something, I want to lay praises on him. How can somebody be doing something hideous and not add another thing, another hideous stuff? Only him, HDS, only him. Barrister. Over to you, sir. Let me clap for you.
okay, so Alvin, what would you say has been your motivation to come out and pick up your piece?
Well, basically, I think that, like he said, there are some certain responsibilities that comes to you as a man, especially when you've attained the age of voting. I don't see any reason why I should be over the age for voting and I would stay at home, or I'll basically have this apathy for politics. I was brought into a family that we basically do well when the country does well, because my mom is a civil servant, my dad also works for the government. So if you have people like this that are affected by these means, I feel that now going back to say you're not going to be interested in this stuff is actually hampering the development of not just your family but also the society. So I took it upon myself that as I attain the age for voting, and like he said, so this is my first election.
Yes.
That's, you understand. So I think it's enough reasons for me to get my voter's card and go out there and do my thing. You understand? Yeah.
All right, thank you. So I'll say the number one reason, actually, my own is like the funniest. The number one reason why opted to pick up my PVC and all that is because of I think that's civil education in secondary school. There was this topic, political apathy. That is someone's disinterest in the affairs of politics, in voting and all that. So that subject was like teaching people to always be active participants in the decision making of your country. And the only way to be active participants in the decision making of your country, because you're not in the Senate, is to vote who is going to represent you there. So that's number one reason. Number two, I'm of age. Like, I mean, why not? If not, take your PVC. Number three is as if, in short, this is basically the main reasons. But I know there are a lot of people that took their PVCs because they saw a beam of hope, kind of, or they felt like, okay, they are tired or something like that. So today we're just going to tell you that you should come out and vote. Not just coming out and vote, you should talk to the next person. It's like seeking salvation. Talk to the next person. The more people you can bring to the throne of grace, I think the better for you. Yeah. So what would you say, like, are certain challenges that Nigerians have faced? I feel like almost all our issues these days, except those ones that are created by us individuals, most of our issues are kind of government caused. So there are certain things that have happened that have triggered this desire in people to come out and vote. This desire in people to just come out and they don't know what, just do something for something to happen. I mean, the last election, that was 2015, the whole change stuff. It actually made many people voted. They wanted change. They wanted a new party. They wanted a new ideology and all that. But they have changed. Things have changed since then. Yeah, things have changed since then. So now people are looking for not change again. People want improvement, development. So, like, what would you tell people out there that, okay, this is time to vote? So you must have something to say to them that, okay, I urge you to vote because this.
Okay, so for me, right, I feel like it's not much of a motivation thing for me, right? Because if you are a Nigerian living in Nigeria, you don't they see the shege banza. No man, even small children like this. I've actually met this like a little kid going to school, and I was pushed to give him 500. The 500 was even looking more, bros. I don't understand. Like, this is too small. You get me? But it was back then that if you give a child 500 naira when I was little, even 200 naira, I don't buy bonds, buy one or two things. I want to jubilate. You get me? So it's kind of I would say not like a depressive aspect on youth. You get me? A very depressive aspect on youth in the sense that everything is just literally going high. And one of the sectors I feel like needs to be touched is the employment sector, right? I did my NYSC in 2019, finished 2020, and funny enough, if you see the numbers of youths going to camp, you will see them like, they will line up like straight line. You feel like someone where the job them day, like where the job day. You get me? With the whole job, the whole 36 days. If there are less coppers, they go to a camp. If there are even less, at least 2,000 coppers in the camp. Calculating 2,000 times 36 days, even 28 days, you go now. You get me? Now, where the jobs them day?
I'm not even saying it what I said.
Guy,
Calculate like 2,000 for like
You get me?
3 times a year.
You get
Batch
me?
A,
So,
batch B, and batch
so one of the, I feel like for me, right, one of the sectors that needs to be put into consideration is the employment sector. The employment sector, because if there's employment, right, every other thing will actually fall in place, right? Because someone who has a job, right, he won't be caught in the whole doing the whole first style, doing stuff like that, right? So you know that okay, his mind on the 9 to 5 or his mind on something, right? Because you see, there's this thing that says an idle man is what every workshop. Normally, Nigerians like they actually need.
The new one now is an idle mind is the devil's playground.
Is it no? You get me? So it's high time. It's an opportunity for all the youths to come out, cast your votes. If you actually need a change, right? The change actually starts from us, right? The change actually starts from us. You get me? So that's kind of my own point of views about the whole
Election.
blah.
So, how about you, Alvin?
Well, I think that, like he said, we all need that change. We don't want the change that we saw from 2015 till date.
That changing.
Because the change is something else. We want to change and go forward, not backwards. I feel that that is the reason for the whole participation thingy. You know, when I was younger, I felt that collecting my PVC was just to have a valid ID card.
I see.
So that I can use it and do bank transactions and stuff. But these days, like I don't think I can sit down in the house or watch anyone sit down in the house and say that they don't want to help this country grow. If you don't want to help the country grow, please leave.
I swear.
Nigerians are coming back from abroad to come and vote, and you are in Nigeria suffering.
You know what? Come out.
Suffering everything, and you are saying that it does not concern you. I don't want to die or stuff like that. Like I don't know whether you are happy about our situation, but I am not happy.
Yeah.
I
Nobody is happy.
do you know, like you said before, I could actually, when I was younger, they would give me 500 naira, and it was the whole world to me. It was the whole world.
That joy inside. Yeah.
Don't buy land.
Like, but now, currently, if I give you 1,000 naira, I am 100% sure that you can't even use it to get. I'm not talking about 3 square meals.
I swear.
3 square.
Talking about even 1 square.
Even unzu. Now know this way they go unzu. How much is unzu now? 15 naira. If it is unzu, 15 naira. We don't go even do anything for that.
More, it's that bad. It's very, very bad. So I think that that is the reason for the whole participation. Like I saw a particular figure on the TV yesterday. So showing the number of voters rather that registered for this year, and I saw that from 18 to 35 has the highest number. Yeah, has the highest number, and normally it has not really been so because most of our youths are usually doing
Fine,
jobs like
uninterested.
exactly uninterested in all these things. But come on, we are tired. I don't know.
Our tired is tired.
Like it is just too much. It is just too much. So I think that is a valid point for the whole participation. I think so. Yeah.
Okay, how about you, Nastek?
We're not shaking head.
Joke. The economy affects your technology.
My brother.
My brother. Okay, there are like a lot of reasons why we should all participate. First of all, having a leader or having a president or having the person who want to, or let's just say, how I put it, okay, having a leader that actually speaks on behalf of us and still listens to us
It's very.
is enough reason why we need to participate.
Just
Exactly.
Oh, yo, I remember back then when I was in school. Strike hit me twice, and most of the time, they said they were not aware. Please, that is enough reason as a student or as an ex-student. If I'm still a student, that's enough reason why students also need to participate. Talking about our currency value, right there.
Now, it's a topic for another day.
It's another reason for us to participate.
I actually hope that when things get better, please, POS people.
Exactly.
Reduce the
Exactly.
I can't be buying my own money.
and to think that there are civil servants that earn as low as 30k, 40k, you don't want to
Bro.
get their own money now. How do they get it?
See, honestly,
That is another thing.
honestly, take for instance that I'm earning 33k based on 1 or 2s. If I want to withdraw that 33k, how much will you guys charge me? It's not even supposed to be so.
I swear.
But then, away from that, I've talked about as a student, talk about what else am I to say again? Currency. Now, and also, in fact, I feel like we are still being referred as or referenced as the giant of Africa, but I don't think we are still the giant. A lot of things are just there that are they just going forward, and as a matter of fact, we really need a change. Not just a change, like we need a positive change because sometimes change can be detrimental. Sometimes we might choose a change and then it's not good for us. We need something that actually, how I put it, like you said, hope. So that is enough reason. On Saturday. Please.
Joy.
Like the truth is that we've really come a long way since 1999. I mean, Nigeria has tried. You give Nigeria accolades. You know, we've practiced democracy for like this 23 years now without breaks. People do democracy 2 years. They don't collect them. Yeah, we've tried, but like it's not. We can't say we've tried. Just means we need to try harder. I mean, the something for good hard work is more hard work. I mean,
Yes, the reward for
success.
Yeah,
I mean,
success is more hard.
so I think we've gotten to a stage where we know what is right and what is wrong. As you've taken your PVC, as you've gotten, you have your reason for voting whoever you want to vote. But now we've gotten to a stage where you know that, okay, there is certain qualities you need to know that, okay, this person, I can say, okay, this person, I want this person to lead me somewhere. Or you can say, okay, this situation now needs someone to move.
Yes.
But the truth is that it cannot go without saying that Nigerians need someone to move them in a positive direction. We can go a long way, but at the end of the day, you went the wrong way.
Yeah,
Normally,
yeah.
you can. If you know how far we have gone in Nigeria, but we've gone different route. we don't go where no follow.
Going backwards.
And it's not as if development is going to come in 4 years or in 8 years. But at least let it be that journey has begun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That journey has become okay. Because let's say this is disaster, this is greatness. We are going like this. So let it be that
We're going
turned. I
Since
say
you have
yes. Even the middle, the middle point, bottom point, we far from middle. So we need to even start going back to the middle before we could start our journey now to greatness. So what we want now is that journey to the middle. Let it start. That journey towards greatness, because we have been moving towards disaster. It's not as if it's easy. First of all, even if you have one good person at the helm of affairs, there are terrible people beneath.
Yeah, exactly.
You can say, okay, I want this law, I want this bill to pass through, and you see some terrible people in the Senate to say, no, we can't pass this bill because it does not favor us.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not going to happen in one day, but at least let that move start.
Exactly.
Let that move start. And it's not as if Nigerians don't know the difference between someone that will listen and someone that will not listen. It's not as if you don't know that, okay, ends has happened. A lot of things has happened. That I'm telling you that if this election happened 2020, would have been a different story now. Let's say this election happened, ends was October 2020. Let's say this election happened November. I swear, we will not be having arguments. Honestly, everybody will go out, vote, stand there, they will count it before they go home. Even where they go announce them, like where they will announce it on TV, people say go fly, go that place.
It was on a very critical point. Very critical. That's it. Glory days.
The truth is that we are no longer angry. And we need to be angry. We need to be annoyed.
In addition to what you said, right? I feel like for me, Nigerians actually get very acclimatized to certain things.
Please break down that.
Yeah.
Acclimatized. They get accustomed.
Yeah, because just the whole this whole cash issue, the whole cash policies thing. If you look at it now, people are not complaining. They don't complain, tired.
Yes.
And if care is not taken right, this will kind of become normal.
Yes.
People will just be doing 1,000 naira for 300, 1,000 naira for 400. And it will be very, very normalized, right? So it's kind of an opportunity for. Was not yesterday I went down and buy fuel, right? And normally, if you get a fuel at the filling station, 5,000, 6,000, your jerrycan don't be like this. But getting 5,000 naira fuel, say it in there, 1 jar for 2 hours, it don't off. You get me? Normally, it's meant to have lasted longer, like, you get me? So, I feel like it's still an opportunity for us to still cast our votes. If, just like you said about the whole change, it's not going to come in one day. It's not going to start in one day. Just like the normal saying, Rome wasn't built in one day. Yeah, you get me? So, if this is the place that we had disaster, and this is the middle point, and this is the breakthrough point, instead of falling out of place, more the child will come back. You get me? So, I feel like it will literally help us a whole lot as to the whole election thing. So, come out, cast your votes, and take the move. Okay.
So
Take the move. Take the bull by. I think
The horn.
is it one
The horn.
point?
Yeah, the horn. Do you know, I am even happy that Nigeria, though on the brink of destruction, has not even gotten to the stage I dreamt of. Because I actually had a dream. Yes, I actually had a dream. It was a very bad dream. Yeah, and I have never seen. I was born in the 20s or the 2000s. I have never seen military regime, but I had a dream where I was in a car and I saw soldiers on the road, and this was not as a result of the normal soldiers we see on the road. I was listening to the radio, and I'm a very big fan of history, so I memorized Cardinal Zogu's speech. Yeah, when he took over, on the January 16th, 1966. Cool. Yeah. So it was exactly how I read it, how I heard it. Like it was coming like, please stay calm, we've taken over. And I don't really know how it was or how the people that were born those times suffered, but I heard what happened those period. And for honestly speaking, if the military takes over tomorrow, I will not be surprised. I don't want that kind of thing, but I will not be surprised because, come on, last week, let's not go far, just last week, we saw what was happening in all the states, 36 states in Nigeria because of this money issue. They were burning, even in River States. In River States, I think around town, Ikoku, they were see, you don't see, this is not a script. You understand? Like, these are lives of people. You don't expect this kind of hardship to be there. See, human beings are built in a particular way. There's a kind of certain hardship you will encounter, and you will notice yourself doing things that you wouldn't have done on a normal day. I can't really blame the people that did those things, though it was against the law and everything. But these are humans are built. Like, you have money you can't even withdraw. How do you tell someone that does Ogwaja work that he should withdraw his 3,000 naira per day with how much? 900. You can imagine that, man. You don't expect him to be happy about it. So I think these are the problems. Like, Nigerians, we've gone through a lot. That is why that stuff you said, we are used to these things. Like, as of 2015, I think when 2014, when Goodluck Jonathan talked about removing subsidy, the fuel rate was around 65 naira, if I remember very well, and people were shouting. But at the end of the day, it happened. And so I think it was around 80 something naira, and Nigerians moved on. The truth about it is that we'll complain, but we'll move on. We are used to this suffering. That is why we don't want the narrative to be the same this year. Like, this year has to bring the change, a positive change, not just a change, a positive change. Yeah.
But in conclusion, because I don't know how long, if we continue saying it, we won't go. We'll keep saying it. I feel like everybody in Nigeria needs to have a level of education to know that, okay, you have the right to actually choose from A and B, because one of them will be better for you or one of them will be worse for you. Like, there are some, honestly, everyone is entitled to their own opinions, but I'm so sorry, your opinion is bugging me, like, it's stressing me out, like, honestly. But I'm going to just have to conclude the whole topic and say, come out on Saturday, cast your votes, pray, and then anything can happen. If your candidate of choice wins, which is the candidate of choice of the people, I mean, I'm obedient 100%. So, celebration time, just celebrate. If it does not happen that way, I swear, people will jabba. People will, sure are going to jabba.
I actually
see the rate of not going to jabba. The rate of jabba, bro.
If it comes, no, seriously,
it's increased. We know say some of us no go fit go anywhere, but see, I feel like normally the japa rate has increased, right? Over time.
Yeah.
Now, you guys have said something in common. In fact, we are used to, we try to get used to the issue.
Yeah.
Fella said we are suffering and smiling.
Exactly.
Most of us will still stay. We still look for an alternative.
Yeah.
We grab and then we'll still stay.
Yeah.
You need to. That's the issue.
No, that's the truth. That's the truth. Like, but no matter what happens, We are still going
Well,
to
one of at this point, I think you're the one that said something yesterday around that. Even devil now they look us, they pity us.
Honestly,
Devil now, where devil dey now, go say, this people say.
like devil go say, I know say na my work to make people suffer. But I swear to God, would I need get sense? Like, he go tell you say, if to say you no get sense, no problem, I'll make you suffer. But I beg, I don't tire to suffer.
I don't tire to
suffer. No dey tire now.
So, Omo, this is the height of it. For me, this is the height of
A friend of mine, I have this friend that said that Nigerians are not angry enough.
I swear.
I feel like we need more shaggy. You know, say after this shaggy like this, now die.
Please, guys. You should hear what he just said. We don't need any more shit.
We don't need it. But like, still not shaggy. But like, what he's speaking from a place of anger. Towards you see that if this election now is between, okay, let's say we have there is Obi, there is Atiku, there is Tinubu. I'm sure there are other candidates.
Kwakwaso.
There is Kwanka. It's for me people force in the law. There is Kwanka. So there's Sowore. So I'm sure there are other people. Honestly, it's just that Nigeria is practicing a party system where we have parties, so people vote according to the lines of their party. In as much as I don't believe like the whole Nigerian party system ideology has been done well, done right, but we've come to a point where we know what, to an extent, what certain people can offer. We've come to a point where the internet is there for us to listen. There was something I said yesterday. I said, if this is what I'm going to use and end my own talk, then they'll give their final words and we church Abasa. If you don't know anybody, you're like a baby's brain. You just come out of the womb, but you know something but you don't know any candidate. They bring out the APC candidate, they bring out the PDP candidate, and they bring out the Labour Party candidate. Another candidate. Sorry. And they just broadcast them on a live screen. Just like this, like church's live broadcast. They broadcast each of them on a live screen for 5 minutes. You don't know any of them from Jack. And you're just going to listen to each of them talk. Honestly, everybody will know who to choose.
Yes, exactly.
It's as simple as that. Everybody will know who to choose. I'm not saying some other, like, the other candidates might not get some votes. Yes, they might. But you know who the majority is going to go for.
Exactly.
To a very large extent, you know that, okay, it's going to be like Obi and then Atiku, and then you see the one voting for Tinubu. Everyone has the right to vote for who they want to vote for. I mean, me, I'm obedient. You can be voting for APC or
You can be articulated. Though.
I swear, you can be articulated or Batified. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. But why people now see Nigerians now getting angry at those that are batified or articulated is because we've come to a point where in the last 80s, we were screaming about the age of our president. And now we want to go down the same road.
I swear.
And some people are cool with going down the same road. That's the issue. If this was a younger Tinubu, honestly, it would be really nice to have that battle. No jokes. It would be really nice to have that battle. But I mean, by all means, please vote who you want to vote for. I mean, you have your right to vote. Freedom of.
Obedience is better than sacrifice.
No, like
I think we did say that.
Please. You're saying you have a right to vote for. Yes. But if you don't vote at all, you don't have any right to complain.
No, don't vote.
Yeah.
If you don't vote at all, just some place.
See, there was this when we're going to get our voters card. There was this girl that I met there. She was like, "I just collect my voters card because of bank transactions." I'm like, why?
So like, hey now, my vote no dey count. Please. Stop saying that. Don't say it. I say this. My vote will not count. They will shoot me in election. They will not shoot. Please, your vote will count. Just go there and vote. Even though they count your vote, count, and it's not enough. No problem. But at least
Maybe say your faith dey there.
you follow make decision for this country.
Yes.
Because it's not tomorrow now. You not say, hey, there's no cash. I cannot invite the kids to my house now. She will not tell me there's no cash to come or transfer. So, what would I would like you guys to give your last statements. I mean, I've said all I can say. Please go out there and vote. Stay obedient, and useful. Yeah, vote. Don't be scared. Go out and vote. It might not go as planned. It might go as planned. If you go as planned, amen. Amen. Honestly, because now cry like this, so if you go as planned. Please. Okay, your final words, please. Guys, let us go and vote. It's our right. It's our responsibility. There's no time for. It's no time for make I just there all these things. I learned that most of us are already buying food stuff to keep in the house and I will eat on that Saturday. Please, guys, just go there, vote. Why come for this podcast? The boat we entered, the guy was telling us that he's going to trek for a particular distance, very long distance, just to go and vote. It's an elderly man, not as young as I am. He has his wife and his children. How much more me? Or nothing more us. We are not from like 18 to 35, like you said, I have the highest number of registered votes. Please, we all need to exercise our civil rights. Please, thank you. All right.
Well, basically, everybody has their own opinion, but in as much as you weigh your choices for the preferred candidates, I think that you have to look inwardly in who exactly is going to take us forward. Yeah, so just weigh it and vote your preferred candidate.
Okay, so for me, right, I'm talking out of the Shege Banza aspect. So I'm not being apologetic about it, right? And I hear some people, I was on social media yesterday and I uploaded something about on my status about the whole election thing. And guess what one girl sent me? She was like, Omo, they don't even collect 1,000 naira for this.
Wow.
You get me? For this election thing.
1,000.
It was.
Is it for Gary?
I swear. But it was, guys, it was weird. So it is the F word. It was really, really weird. What? Right. 8,000 naira. And because one of the things that have actually made Nigerians look like, I feel like everything just happened on purpose. On purpose. The fact that there's no the whole no cash extent, the no cash of high inflation and all that. Everything was on purpose.
Yeah.
Nigerians are hungry. And now that hungry, they go use pull-ups. See that? It
I not be hungry.
You don't see when you you don't see when you untap before. You don't untap like
Just
I mean, very tasty. The tap gone, they go die. Don't put your tongue. You wait for the last drop, that kind of thing. You get me? So this is how they've actually made the whole economy look like. And don't take. I'm against those. If I see you begin money to go, if you're conk, you get me? So forget about it. How much did they want to give yourself?
5 pa.
No, according to Alvin,
Take the money. but vote wisely. Vote obediently.
we don't trust Nigeria.
You say obedience is more than sacrifice. You get me? So vote obediently. Don't carry money to vote. Because if you're carrying money to vote, you are selling your vote. And are you going to enslave yourself for 5k for 8 years? Yeah, I think about it now. That's really, really crazy.
10 naira per day is not even.
You get me? At the end of everything, right? I have no motivations to say to you, right? Anybody want to vote for? If you're passing through the shake gate tomorrow, me, I live inside that.
I'm God's child. And the whole Sapa, do I look like Sapa is
Yeah.
I'm fresh and fly, you get me? Now you go, Ramai, so I'm not there with you, man.
Please, oh, guys, you
Guys,
what
so
you just said.
wise. You are wise. Obedience is better than sacrifice. I hope you got my
Please. You should get what he just said. Vote. See, one way or the other, whether you are living on Zion economy or whichever economy you are living on, at some point, that the economy of is very perfect. This is the way it is. Take for instance now. Take for instance now. Let's say you earn in dollars, right? You earn in dollars, now you earn so much in dollars. If you convert to naira, it looks so big, right?
Yeah.
So by the time you start buying those, well, this money is small money.
if you earn in dollars, so please, if you earn in dollars, after earning in dollars, you no go withdraw your money. No, if you POM will come with you there.
You will not share your money half. You will not give them half.
So please,
Let's do it. Come out on Saturday. Please, one other thing, please. While we are on that election ground, let us try and be wise.
yeah, be careful.
Let's not talk too much.
Be mindful of what you're
Be
doing.
mindful.
So, and be prayerful.
Please. For coppers out there applying to fight.
Pray before you go. No, actually, before we go, we've talked about our last one. Okay, so before we go, please, you know that I saw this somewhere. There's not going to be P2B's face there.
Yeah.
There's not going to be Labour Party there. You're going to see the logo of Papa, Mama, and Uniqueme. If you're voting for Labour Party, those that are voting for PDP and APC, go somewhere and get your own information. If you're voting for Labour Party, you're going to see that logo. And that's where you're going to thumbprint. And please don't thumbprint on the lines. Thumbprint inside the box.
No, they put out.
That's why they use this index finger.
Yeah.
They use the index because it's small, so you can thumbprint inside the box. And that day, please, it's advisable to not go and showcase your party.
Normally now. Normally.
Don't wear
Don't do that.
OB or
wear party or wear just dress normally. Go there and don't talk too much. Don't go and put yourself inside trouble. Vote if your body day, you stay. Make sure say they count na vote na go out. If your body no day, please go home. Nigeria cannot lose. Like Nigeria does not deserve to lose you.
How many times did they tell you?
Nigeria don't deserve like. See, no. As far as I'm concerned, don't die for this country. We are not there yet. Live for this country. Let us make it better. Don't die anywhere. Like, be careful out there. Make sure you vote. Make sure they count your votes and you go back home and rest and wait for the final result. Yeah. So please, thank you. Stay happy too, because Shege is too much. Peace be unto you. Vote.
Without the run.